BMW.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Victor Echo 3, India, Uniform, Kilowatt.
Victor Alpha 3, India, Mike Whiskey. I had to make a quick check to make sure my license was still valid.
VA3, NCA.
Good evening, Chuck, and to all on frequency. Just wondering if this thing's working tonight. This is my Franken radio I've been working on. I think I talked to you during the week with it, and it died on me. Well, I tore apart the transmit section and resoldered a bunch of burnt traces and put it all back together. And according to my meter here, it's showing. And put another microphone on it last night, so hopefully it's working okay. And holds up. So far, so good. And I want to see if the receiver is better on this too than my little QYT radio. So I understand those things aren't the greatest for reception. So this old Ken was actually a TM741 dual, or it's a tri-band, but it's only got 2 bands in it. So we'll see how it works out. Back to you there, Chuck, VE3 BMW. Well, this is a microphone I found in the drawer here. It is a Kenwood microphone, but it's a dynamic mic, so it's got a little cartridge inside it. I had an electric condenser microphone I tried wiring up, applied 5 volts to it. It sounded like crap, so if this thing holds together, I'll
there
put
you
a
go.
little mixer on.
You should be able to hear me
down the
now.
road and see how it works out. I got tons of microphones for that, like all kinds of microphones for doing sound and stuff like that, so I may rig up something for that. We'll see how it works out. I'll be listening. I heard a few stations in there too, which I don't think I heard before. So hopefully this thing works good. VE3W.
Okay, very good, Bill. Well, you're getting there. You're getting there. And let's see. I want to say thanks to Albert for letting me know he couldn't hear me. I did have the microphone muted, so my intro is missing. But anyhow, I want to say good evening to everyone who tuned in on YouTube. We've got Bill, IUK, and Wade, NCA. Albert, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Matt is there, VE3, Sierra Mike November. And Debbie, Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Geez, it's been such a while there. I almost forgot your call sign. And then Droner Wayne, VA3 FMB. Hello, Wayne. And I think that's about it. So let's bring in Mike, Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, just thought I'd pass along to you, Chuck. Was watching the videos from Rick's 40-meter net the last couple weeks. And first off, I want to say again, that is one beautiful radio. And I know you love it. I can't blame you. I think anybody who's seen it would say the same. Really nice. But anyway, what I wanted to say, the live streaming is valuable. And I say that personally because, sometimes when you're having a conversation, things are mentioned. Maybe if you're in a little bit of a conversation, rather just a brief check-in, you might miss some things that somebody said. And that offers the ability certainly to go back and fill in the blanks, so to speak. And I found myself doing that with I wouldn't call it a rag chew, but a little bit of a conversation I had with Rick and some others on an issue I was having. And so that was really helpful. But the other thing, too, is, and one of the main things, is to see visually how your signal is doing. And I was a little bit surprised and a little bit taken back, I have to say. Like, I know that you and Rick, for example, are fairly close geographically, and many of the other guys who are in the city of Hamilton, same kind of thing. And signals were, well over S9 for folks in Hamilton. Myself being over in Aldershot, really right across the bay, not all that far geographically, but there was a difference. I mean, I was barely breaking S9 on both weeks, this past Monday and I guess the week before. I found that a little bit surprising. Not sure why, but it could be just, I don't think it's geographical because, again, not all that far away, but it could be antenna. I've been running the vertical in both those cases on each week, and so I may need to switch over to my fan and just see how that compares. But again, it's a tool that's there, and it's a fantastic tool, and congratulations for putting it on there, Chuck. I really appreciate it. Back to you, V3KMQ.
Oh, very good, Mike. It's my pleasure to do that because I know sometimes, well, obviously there's some people that can't hear others. So the YouTube stream lets you hear what I'm hearing. And as well, if you want to check your audio, let's say you're having issues with your audio, you can just, check the time that you were on, move the slider back on the video, and you can hear your audio yourself. And that helps too. So I'm thankful that someone has actually come out and said, I find the videos very helpful for this and that and the other. So thanks again, Mike.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Well, it's true. And you're right. The audio side as well, that is a great tool for that. So and of course on the 2 meter net, or not net, but the 2 meter night that you've got here, certainly the same thing. Check in as to how some of the other stations are coming in, and myself included. Anyway, thanks for doing it, Chuck, and I'll stay along for a little while. But anyway, back to you, V3KMQ.
Okay, Mike, and one last thing about the antennas there. Yeah, I noticed you were a little low the last 2 weeks, and conditions were not the best either. They were pretty, substandard as far as I'm concerned. But you put that into the mix, the different antennas that you have. And so next time, switch in between antennas and then check it out on the YouTube stream, and you'll be able to see the difference in signal. And don't forget, on my radio, I've got receive amplifiers. I've actually got 3 separate receive amplifiers on this radio, and 2 of them are receive amps, and the other is what's called a Super DX. And what that does is that boosts the signal, and it drowns out the background noise. It is fantastic. I've never seen, I've been hoping for a button like that, and they finally came out with it. Anyhow, I'll send it back to you for your last final there, Mike, on this comment.
Yeah, very good there, Chuck. Well, that radio seems really, really nice. And who knows, maybe one year Santa Claus will put one under the tree for me. Hi. It would be worth considering. Anyway, thanks for doing it. Back to you.
Okay, very good, Mike. So we'll clear with VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec, and next is Bill, VE3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to all those listening here and all the YouTube check-ins. Not much new to report here. Interesting day for radio. Bands are very noisy, but I did notice conditions seem to be a little bit better today. And the crowning jewel for me today was getting a station in St. Kitts on both 17 and 15 meters. So that tickled me to no end. And for Wade, just pass something on to him. Yesterday I worked VE5MUD on 17 meters, so finding any QSO with him. All right, Matt, Chuck, done too much. I'll be listening along. Back to you.
All right, Bill. Very good. Very good. I've got you coming in at just under 3 S units. A little bit noisy, but I can make out everything you're saying. So, yeah, I did manage to get a few contacts myself there today, Bill. Nothing spectacular, but I got a couple in there, so that's all you need. Anyhow, thank you so much for your check-in, Bill, and I look forward to your input further down the log. So with that, let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. VA3IMW with you. TGIW. Always looking forward to Wednesday night. Hump Day is a special one, right? And I know I can hear it in your voice, right? You're beaming with a big smile ear to ear. You're in your element. So lay it on us, my friend, and yeah, we're certainly appreciative of all the preparation that goes into the AREG net. As far as signals on 40 meters, VE3KMQ brings up some very important points. Takeoff angles and radiation patterns on 40 meters. For stations that are close to one another, there's only a certain amount of the signal that's going to come out as ground effect or ground wave. The rest of it's going to go to whatever takeoff angle your particular antenna has. It's going to have a halo effect, right? So there's going to be some little region that you're not going to hear really well because it's too close to be far and too far to be close. I know that after we finished up on Monday night, I actually tuned down to 80 meters. Get this, I tuned down to 80 meters on my 40 meter end fed, and I listened into a QSO at the tail end of a net in Ohio. What's that? 3.895. They do a net every Monday night, I guess, starting at 8 o'clock. So I may spin the dial down there and listen to them for a couple of minutes. They actually listen to their check-ins. Hi. But yeah, it's quite interesting to see how the nighttime bands react. And I really don't get too concerned when 40 meters doesn't work really, really well for near stations. Considering, Rick often says he has trouble hearing me. He's in the lower city. Sometimes you also have a tough time. I'm comfortable with understanding that a good deal of my signal is going over your heads, and obviously with the urban noise that we have to put up on 80 and 40 meters, stuff happens, right? It's a 4-letter word, but we don't do that. Anyways, that's about all I got for the time being. If I think of any other lies or descriptions of things that should work but don't work, I'll let you know. Thanks again, Chuck, and I'm here for the duration.
All right, very good, Mac. And yeah, you can always listen on bands that you can't actually transmit on. So, 160, 80, if you only got a 40. Some people can lower their power down also. But the thing is, though, like my radio, if it won't tune, it won't tune unless it's you put a manual tuner in line, of course. And even if I lowered my power down, because when you hit the auto tune on this thing, it automatically brings the radio down to 5 watts when it's tuning. So if it can't tune up on 5 watts, then it can't tune up at all, right?
the unique thing was I was able to tune my radio, so a flat match on 80 meters on my 40-meter wire. And I did have a nice QSO with one of the gentlemen that was hanging around at the tail end of their net. So I got his location from his call sign, and he's just outside of Erie on the east side. So, yeah, it was quite unique that his signal was clear, not distorted, no difficulty with the local urban noise that would normally interrupt. So to me, he was in excess of S9, 10 over or something like that, and the signal report was reciprocal. So, yeah, there's some unique things going on with this particular 40-meter end-fed. It's doing some stuff that I don't think it should, but it's, when I check it with the nano VNA, I'm getting some surprising information that might suggest that it's truly resonant down around 5.4 megahertz or something like that. And it's starting to make me wonder if that the wire has stretched over the duration of time that this antenna has been hanging up in the tree. So coming to the good weather, I may take it down and measure it again. But the thing just works so damn good, I don't want to muck with it and make it work properly and negate the positive effects that I'm seeing on bands that it shouldn't work on. So anyways, I'll hold my breath, wait till spring, and maybe I'll throw up a second end fed with another length of wire and see what I can do with that. Anyways, enough of that topic. I know there's lots of buzz going on with the discussion surrounding the elimination of weather radio. So I'm pretty sure that most nets of any sort are covering this topic. I, for one, I'm totally disgusted with the whole idea of killing a system that is supposed to work and not depending on really, really, really highbrow systems that not necessarily are going to provide weather information should infrastructure go down, which it will, right? Imagine that. Power failures, internet interruptions, stuff like that. How do you get weather alerts out to people unless you got a nice, simple AM radio transmission that says beep, 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 alert, alert, alert. And my heart goes out to all of our marine operators because I know those guys depend on it 100%. I'm not sure if there's any other opinions on that tonight, but I'll let you carry that away.
Yeah, sure thing, Mac. Yeah, it's sad and disappointing for sure. But listen, we can ask. We'll see what the next check-ins might have to say on that. But otherwise, thank you so much for your check-in there, Mac. And so we'll move along now to pick up Wade, Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3, CJZ, VA3 NCA. I couldn't find my foot pedal. It's buried something under my desk, and it's flipped aside, but I did find it finally. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, everybody on net. Here we are, another Wednesday. This was the last Wednesday of the month during a term, so I was in for another repair clinic at the makerspace at Mac. So we had a bunch of people coming in again. So we had 3 laptops and a set of headphones, and we were able to. Well, the laptops were fine. We got them all straightened out for the folks. The headset, we have a path towards being fine. They broke the hinge on them, and so one we could crazy glue, but the other one had missing bits. But we did find that AliExpress actually sells them, replacement units for the exact same model. So we let them know that if they went away and ordered one and brought them to us next month, we'd help them swap it out. So I think I'm going to mark that in the success column. So another good day there. Haven't had much of a chance to get on radio at all this week so far. Maybe this weekend will change that. But I have been playing around with a little bit more on my Shack PC, so maybe I'll be able to start playing around with FreeDV. Can't let Edward have all of the fun with that. So that looks like a very intriguing project. Also, for those of you who have ham clocks, not sure if everybody knows, a little bit of sad news. It's not new news, it's maybe a couple months old, but the effects of it are now coming to happen. But the sole guy who did ham clock unexpectedly passed away and left the future of ham clock. That's the least of the problems, obviously, when he passed away, but nonetheless, he left the future of ham clock kind of up in the air, and somebody has come up with a solution. So there is a mechanism now to continue operating your ham clock display should you want to. So very sad the loss of the person who originated it, but going forward, at least his legacy will be that people will continue to enjoy his software. So anyhow, so I'm just taking a look at that right now on how I can resurrect my ham clock using the guide that they just published. So anyhow, with that, I will pass it back to you there, Chuck. And I'm getting the beep. This is the Mac beep in my ear. I must be nearing 3 minutes. Back to you.
Oh, that's funny there, Wade. So first of all, I got two things here. At the repair clinic, do you guys have a 3D printer there in the shop?
Yeah, actually, they run the repair clinic out of the makerspace, and so the makerspace is a wonderful playground. It has about 10 Prusa I'm gonna forget the model number. Anyways, the 4s, the new Prusa printers. There's about 10 of them. And it also has other fun things like soldering stations and hot air stations and a laser cutter, which is a lot of fun, and all sorts of fun things. But yes, they do have that, and they run the repair clinic out of that same place at the end of every month.
Okay, very good, very good. Oh, you wouldn't want me in there. After you said laser cutter, oh, big smile came up on my face and thought, I could get in a lot of trouble with that. Okay, wait. Secondly, I just ordered a 30 amp hour LifePo battery, an Echo worthy. I should be getting it next week sometime between March 3rd and 5th. And I was wondering if you might have some ideas on quick connects or disconnect setups that you might be using or that I could find handy. I'm looking for something where I know this radio comes, you can use it as a field radio on QRP, but if I wanted to run more power, right now my radio is wired directly into the back of the power supply, and you need a screwdriver to wire those in. It's not a quick release of any kind. So I'm looking to get something that I could quick release from there and then simply take the cord and bring it over to the battery. So if you have any ideas on that, maybe you could forward them to me, and I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. The de facto standard amongst hams who want the quick relief maybe as well, but anyways, quick release is the power pole. So the Anderson power pole. They're very convenient. They cannot be plugged in backwards. They have polarity built into them, so they're safe in that respect. And they're a really good match for your rig. And there's a couple ways you can go. You can 3D print a cap, and I can help you out with all of this, so don't worry about that. We'll set you up. But basically, one way is you 3D print a cap for the battery. I only have one for my small battery. I'm not sure. Somebody must have done it for a 30 amp hour. But anyways, point is you can go that route. You can also just go the route. This is what I'd use right now on my big battery. Is just a set of leads that you torque down to the battery side that end in a power pole, and then you make a cable for your rig that also has a power pole, and now you just plug and unplug. Absolutely. We'll set you up there, Chuck. I'll contact you, or you can send me the exact make of the battery, and we'll see what we can figure out for it. I got lots of ideas on it. No problem. Back to you.
All right, very good, Wade. Thanks. All right, I'll send you that, and we'll go from there. Okay, then. So that ends my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the longest-running Simplex Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ.
VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
VE3 LBI. Chuck, also have a look on your YouTube there. It's a fellow checking in from Brazil.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I got 2 stations there, and let's have a quick peek at who checked in from Brazil. Oh, there he is. Papa Uniform 5, Fox Delta Hotel. Good evening, Fernando. Buenas noches, buenos dias. It's nighttime there, I'm sure. So welcome, Fernando. My name is Chuck, and we're here in Hamilton, Ontario. And we're here every Wednesday evening between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome. And with that, let's bring in Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everybody on frequency. Ditto to what VE3 KMQ said. Thank you very much for putting it on YouTube, and I have been in the past. I have gone in and listened even to myself, and to make sure that I didn't miss stuff. So it's also good for signal reports and everything like that. Now, like the band conditions were not too good. KMQ wasn't coming into your place, but now 2 antennas are the same. So he comes in here at 30 over sometimes, but when the conditions have been bad, his signal was down a little bit too. So I think that was totally conditions. It had nothing to do with the antenna. And and so the part that you were saying about listening on different antennas, yes, I do it all the time. And you have an antenna that's not resonant, so the signal is not as strong, but you can hear much better on it because the noise is not as strong either. So that is a good point. So some of the stuff also that VA3IMW said, ditto to him too. I agree with a lot of the stuff he said too. And the power poles that you guys were talking about on the batteries. Now my battery came with 0 kind of connections on it, and but the charger I had an extra cord that fit on there just perfect under the screws, and that cord could plug into the charger, and so I don't have, I have other cords that also connected to the battery with eyeball. I terminals on them, and they feed up to my shack. So my shack's a different character there is how things are attached. But on my power supplies, I have what looks like a trailer connection, and I have picked those up at different flea markets so that I can plug a radio directly into a power supply pretty quick. So I have the cord made up with the male connection on the end and the female connection on the power supply end. So anyway, that's the power poles are probably more standard, like he was telling you. So that's about it for me. And anyway, not too much. Tomorrow we're gonna have the TP net at 3:00 on 7100, and usually in the afternoon. That is a good time. It's usually a good time in the afternoon for us to be on there. So anyway, that's about all I got. And so you do a good job on the net there, Chuck, so carry on. And, it's good to hear everybody in there, and we'll let Larry go there. So this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, Rick, very good. I'm glad you're appreciating the YouTube streams as well. I know some people complain and say, I don't want any record of me being, on the air. I don't understand it. But, you can't go anywhere nowadays without having a camera looking at you. So you do leave a digital footprint everywhere you go. If you step outside of your house, you're guaranteed to be on someone's camera somewhere, at the mall, the gas station. And so I think it's a great tool. I don't do it for fame or fortune. I do it to help out other amateur hams really appreciate the hobby. So anyways, Rick, thanks again for the information you gave about the power poles and such. And I don't think I'm getting anything except for M5 screws that go into the top of the battery there. So M5 10 millimeter screws. And we're going to brainstorm with Wade there and see what he's suggesting. So this is all new to me. All I have here is the solar panel outside, and I've got those battery alligator clips on a hard wire attached to my big car battery here in the house, and I want to retire that and start using the LifePo battery. And once the nice weather hits, I'm going to disconnect the front end of the radio here and take it portable out in the backyard with me. So really looking forward to that. And then, of course, tagging along with others to do some POTA maybe this summer. All right, Rick, thanks again. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, I had something. Yeah. Anyway, well, you have fun with that, and I'll tell you that battery backup is something that I've done for a long time on my station. I use it for battery backup. It's 100 amp hour. So, it's quite, it puts the lead acid batteries to shame. I'm telling you, it's about half the weight and, bigger, and I only need one of them, whereas I had 2 lead acid batteries before. And it was good to get rid of the lead acid batteries. The voltage is so much lighter, but it makes no difference. Like you're talking water, half a watt or something. It's not too shabby at all. Anyway, you can bring up lots of topics on here, and it will help out other people. And the YouTube stream, that's the greatest thing. I think the fact you had somebody from Brazil check in, fantastic. Now where they wouldn't know about you or anything else if they hadn't found you on the net, on YouTube. And, I'm sure there's many prospective hams that are on there listening as well, Chuck. So, anyway, that's it for me. I'm listening along. VA3CJZ, V3BK.
Okay, Rick, thank you so much, and I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow on 7.100 at 3 p.m. And so I'm pretty sure I'll stream that net as well. And so let's bring in Larry next. Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo, India. Larry, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Everybody on the net tonight, and everybody on the YouTube stream. Max, a little comment there about the radio or weather radio. Yes, it's a shame it's going to be going down after 50 years, and it's right. It's going to leave a lot of things that are going to be vulnerable for people. A lot of people use it, especially, as he says, marine, and some of the people are even out fishing on lakes and stuff like that. So, as for the power poles, yes, they're pretty much a standard. Everybody uses them. I use them all the time. All my equipment has hooked up to power poles. And I actually have a panel on the wall that my power supply supplies that panel, and I can plug my units into, whether it's a radio or my tuner, directly into the panel on the wall. The only question I have for you, Chuck, have you looked at what you're going to be using to charge the battery?
Well, at the moment, I have a smart battery charger here. It's a 5 ampere, and it does LiFePO and lead acid.
Okay, so it does do the LiFePOs. Okay, some of the chargers that are out there are not made for the lead acid, made for other type, or sorry, are made for lead acid, and not the power pole. I get confused here for sorry. Actually, I have my charger set up for power poles also. But, yeah, some of them are set up. They won't handle the LiFePro 4s. So that's good. You've got that already. You won't have to worry about, buying another one.
Yeah. Well, I do eventually want to get one of the Echo-worthy chargers that is the same brand as the battery. I'm waiting to see if it'll go on sale. It's a 10 ampere, and they want $65, I think, for it. So I'm waiting to see it go on sale, and then I'll jump on it.
Well, I wouldn't bother. I've just used the one I got. It's not an Echo-worthy. I think it's just more of the name. But the other thing you're going to have to check, too, if you're going to charge that battery with your solar panel, you may have to change the actual controller portion from the controller you have now to charge that battery. I don't know. I think there's a different model or something you have to be in place of that charging from the solar panel actually to the battery.
Yeah, I have one of those already there, Larry, because it's in service. It's a solar charge controller, and so either or. I'm not happy with the panel is way too big for me, and I can't find a good spot for it to get the most sunlight. So I'm looking to get a smaller solar panel there, but that's not an emergency right now. So that'll be down the road.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the actual unit, that the controller for that solar panel, is it compatible to the LiFePro 4s?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Yeah, do that before you. It may not be. There is a different controller for the LiFePro 4 than there is just a standard controller for the solar panels.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it is a fairly good one. So, but I forget now. It's been so long since I looked it up. But I will check to see if it's good for LiFePO 4. Good point there, Larry. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay, not a problem. Anyways, I'll pass it back to you. But like I say, power poles, pretty much standard on the market today. I think a lot of the ACU 891s, they actually have the adapter you can put right in the radio with your power pole, plug right into the 891 in the back. There is no cords anymore. The cord is just separate from it, and just plug it in the battery. And as for your connector on the top of the battery, with mine, I had the same thing, just a set of screws. I used a ring eyelets. Right after that, I just put power poles on it. So it's disconnectable. I can unconnect it to my battery. I can connect it to my power supplies, or whatever I want, just using the power poles.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Some quick and easy to switch from having my radio attached. Well, I'm going to bring the LifePo battery out back in the backyard with me to start, and my radio already comes with a cable to hook up to the battery on the back of the radio, the field head, and the wire goes to the battery, and off you go.
Yep, I just cut mine apart and put power poles on it, and left long enough cord for the back of the radio. And the rest of it, like I said, just plug it into my battery if I want. I actually have a battery box. It's just got something. I picked it up from Princess Auto, just like a utility box, but the battery's right inside of it with the plugs on the outside of it. So I can just plug my radio right into that. Anyways, enough of that. I'll pass it back to you and see what else you can pick up. VE3LBI.
Okay, very good information. I do appreciate it. And thanks for checking in, Larry. Okay, that brings me to the end of my list again. Let's see, who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the longest running simplex net in Hamilton, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. Anyone, anywhere, please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
V3IUK recheck.
Okay, stand by, Matt. We'll take Bill in with the recheck there. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chuck, just gonna bow out a bit early. I woke up very early this morning, so I'm just gonna go watch the YouTube videos and then off to sleep. So thanks for doing it. And just one quick comment. Yeah, Wade did an excellent job on both my LifePo batteries of having for easy connection to my rig. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So thanks a lot, Chuck, and everybody have a good evening.
Yay, Wade. Okay, very good, Bill. All right, take care, my friend. Thanks for letting me know that you're off to do the horizontal mambo. And we'll talk to you again probably tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night, Bill.
7-3, good evening all.
Okay, let's bring in Matt. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on net. Hope everyone's doing well. And on the topic of power poles, yep, Larry introduced me to those, and I did my research, and yeah, that's the way to go. Right now I have a few heavy wires coming off the back of my power supply, just basically soldered to ring terminals, and then all my radios are soldered and heat shrink treated to those wires, so really good solid connections. But now that there's radios multiplying and a voltmeter, ammeter added and a battery backup, and what was very clean organized wiring is starting to get a little messy. And besides that, now if I want to take a radio with me when I go camping or anything like that, I'm cutting wires and splicing them back in, so I am ready to upgrade that to the power pole, so make everything plug and play here, and wherever else I want to use the radios, it's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, very good. I saw some comments about the Victron charger. That is what I have here. I actually posted it, the model number in the YouTube stream there, and I don't know if anybody looked it up, but it's the MPPT 75115. So if anyone can check that real quick for me to see if that one does LifePo batteries. I'm pretty sure it does. It's not a cheap one. But anyways, if not, I can look it up after the net. So anyways, Matt, thank you for that information. Much appreciated. And yeah, your missus is gonna tell you to stop multiplying there like rabbits in the ham shack if you're not careful, Matt.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, I think acquiring and collecting radios is definitely got to be on hold for a little while because it's getting a little out of hand.
I know. I just spent a small fortune here on the radio. I've got new microphones, a new mixer, all brand new premium cables. It adds up. So, anyways, Matt, thank you so much for checking in, and you have a great rest of the evening. Are you going to stick around for a little while?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm maybe not right till the very end, but as long as I can, I got to get up extra early tomorrow and hit the highway for some training that I need to do. But going to try and stick it out because I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, Matt. Well, if you do, just break in and tell us you're leaving there if you want. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my list once again. Let's see, who else is out there would like to stop by? The Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. Okay, well, I don't know if Debbie is still listening on YouTube. I was wondering if she still has her radio hooked up. And if not, tell us what's going on. Haven't heard you in a while there, Debbie. Hope all is well. And so one more call out. Anyone anywhere for the Wednesday night AREG net? Please come now. All right. Let me do a quick peek at the contest calendar .com webpage. We got a bunch of little contests. The biggest one is the CQ 160 meter contest for sideband. So that's on for 48 hours, and it actually starts a little earlier than 8 p.m. It starts at 2200 Zulu on February 27th until 2200 Zulu March 1st. And so 160 meter only and sideband. Next, we have the UBA DX contest, and that's for CW from 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. The UBA DX contest. Next, we've got the South Carolina QSO party, the North American QSO party for RTTY, the NA Collegiate Championship for RTTY, and we have the UBA Spring Contest for 2 meters. And then we have the SARL Hamnet 40 meter Simulated Emergency Contest. And that's out of South Africa, so that doesn't concern us. It's strictly for South Africa for 40 meters. Interesting. And finally, we have the North Carolina QSO party, and that's for CW, phone, digital, and starts at 2 meters, 6, 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80. So, if you'd like more information on any of these contests or any coming up contests coming up, just go to your browser and type in contestcalendar.com. And at the top, click on the 8-day button, which is right next to the home button, and that'll bring up the contests for the next 8 days. or you can do it 5 weeks ahead of time, or a full year ahead of time. So lots to choose from. Anyways, does anyone here want any? Do you have any announcements that you'd like to make? Please come forward. Okay, nothing heard. One last call for any check-ins. Please come now. Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, I was too slow in the mic there before. Yeah, CQ Worldwide 160. The exchange is 59 if you can hear the guy, and your zone 04. So that's just somebody was asking about that. And check the rules. Also on the contestcalendar.com, there's a QSO party entry where you can go on there and find out what QSO party's going on what weekend. That's useful information there too, Chuck. Over. B3PK.
Okay, that's good information to know there, Rick. Thank you.
Yeah, there's always a QSO party going on.
Yeah, it seems that way, eh? Okay. Thank you, Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November, telling me that the Victron Energy Smart Solar controller is fully compatible to charging the LifePo 4. So there we go. Very good. All I will need now is a more compact solar panel. The one I have now is like 6 feet tall. It's huge. And so, yeah. Thanks, Matt. All right, one more call. Any other check-ins, questions, or comments? Please come now. All right, let's do a little bit of trivia tonight. I found a new set of trivia questions, and these are all science related. And I have a couple here. I don't know which one I want to start with. Let's start with this one. It's all ready to go. This is the 220 plus science trivia questions and answers. Let's start off with an easy one. You guys ready? Everybody ready? All right. So, what element did Joseph Priestley discover in 1774? What element did Joseph Priestley discover in 1774?
I'll take a wild guess and say it was uranium.
Actually, it was oxygen. Very good, Wade. Yep, oxygen. Mr. Joseph Priestley, 1774. Ooh. What inorganic molecule is produced by lightning?
Ozone.
Inorganic. That's correct. The ozone is correct. Very good, Mac. And we also got Basement Labs in there with the correct answer, ozone. Very good. All right, next. Bronze is an alloy consisting primarily of what two elements? Bronze is an alloy consisting primarily of what two elements?
Tin and copper.
Yep, copper on a hot tin roof. That is correct. And Wade and Basement Labs got it right. And you, Mac, very good. So next, what is the nearest planet to the sun? What is the closest planet to the sun?
It's hot.
It's toasty hot. Yep. And Wade got it right. It is Mercury.
Drop it like it's
Hot. Baby got back. All right, moving on. The Earth has 3 layers that are different due to varying temperatures. What are its 3 layers? Oh, I think Wade's going to go home with a big, big pie tonight. That is correct. Mantle, core, and crust. Those are the 3 layers. Not in that order. It's actually crust, mantle, and core. Here's an easy one. What's the largest known land animal? That is right. It is the elephant, the largest land animal. Wade got it right again. Let's see. Which of Newton's laws states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Which of Newton's laws states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? And the answer is the third law of motion. Oh, I wonder how many people know this one. What is the tallest type of grass? Many people don't know this, but bamboo is actually in the grass family. So bamboo is the correct answer. Wade, Basement Labs, and Matt all got that right. Very good. Yeah, it would be a little tough on the lawnmower. You'd need one of those Tim the Toolman Taylor lawnmowers. Oh, geez, I killed myself. All right, diabetes develops as the result of a problem with which specific organ in the body? Diabetes develops as the result of a problem with which specific organ in the body? That's right. It is, in fact, pancakes. Oh, I'm sorry, pancreas. Pancreas, you guys got it right. Basement Labs, Matt and Wade, who cannot spell. And the Binford 8000. Yeah, that's right, Matt. Yeah, Matt, it's not the pancakes that'll kill you, it's the syrup. Oh, maple. You know, when I worked at E.D. Smith as a cook, and once a week we would make batches of maple syrup. And, well, we'd make regular syrup as well. But the maple stuff came in 55-gallon drums. And so we would add a certain percentage of the maple syrup in with the fructose and all the other sugars. And that's how we'd make the syrup. But man, no wonder I'm diabetic. I used to, you'd get some on your fingers. Oh, let me lick that off. Maple syrup is yummy.
But at least you're sweet.
Yeah, that's not what my wife says. Well, that's okay. What is it called when you make light change direction by passing it through a lens? What do you call that?
Action.
Prism.
All right, the first person there, you kind of cut yourself off. You didn't say the whole word, or I didn't hear it.
It's Chris, VA3CKZ.
Hey, Chris, VA3CKZ. Yes, that's right. Refraction is the correct answer. Let me add you to the log there, Chris. While I have you, how's things with you, my friend?
Going a little better now. I got I got my antenna back up and strung up properly, so the squirrels aren't going to bother it now for a while, I hope. It's been an interesting challenge, believe me. I had to use, like you had mentioned the other day about the plastic conduit. I used a couple pieces of that to protect the guy wires closer to the fence, and that seems to have resolved the problem with the squirrels so far. Anyway, back to you, Chuck. Over.
All right, very good, very good. Yeah, like I mentioned to you last week, there the old Vaseline also helps it get a little slippy. Another thing you could do is add mustard powder on your Vaseline. That'll really give it a kick, or some cayenne, actually, and they won't want to go near there. Anyways, I'm glad you got that worked out there, Chris. Very good. And so you're back on the air.
Video show, just watching them slide down the pole afterwards. Over.
Yep, that's right. Very good. I'm glad you got that fixed. Okay, Chris, anything else?
No, that's it. I've just been listening along, and I'm playing on my CW training here, so I'm gradually getting my speed up a little bit here and there, but that's about it for tonight. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Chris. Thanks for tuning in and playing along with us during the trivia portion of the net. And so with that, we'll clear with VA3 Charlie Kilo Zulu. And let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the longest running simplex net, the AREG net. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor.
Check your YouTube again, Chuck.
All right. We've got Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor. And we also have a YouTube check-in, Don from New York, Alpha Charlie 2, X-Ray Charlie. Good evening, Don, and welcome to our net. We're here every Wednesday between 8 and 10 p.m. here in Hamilton, Ontario. How are things in New York, Don? I will add you to the log there. And while I do that, let's bring in Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor.
Hey Chuck, it's Cal, VA3CDV. Good to hear your voice. I haven't been on the radio for a while because I've been away, and then when I got back, I got the flu, which I'm still wrestling with. So not very fun at all, but good to hear your voice in the trivia piece. Always enjoy that. I'll try to stay on as long as I can, but I think I'm going to have a date with Neil Citron again. Anyway, back to you, Chuck. Thanks for doing it, and 73 to everybody on frequency.
All right, Cal, I'm sorry to hear that. I know the missus, I think it was last week or the week before, also came home, said her throat was a little sore, but yeah, it's always nice to have some cold medicine in the house instead of having to truck out to the pharmacy and get it. So I'm like that with anything. You know, if it's something that you use fairly regularly, don't let it run out. Get some before you run out. So anyways, Cal, thanks for checking in, and I hope you feel better soon, my friend.
Thank you, Chuck.
All right, any other check-ins for this week's AREG Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ.
Check your YouTube again.
Check in, Chuck. VA3NCA.
VA3NFG.
Yeah, check your YouTube again.
All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will check YouTube there. Just a moment. I have a RF check-in with Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. Steve, come on in there after I say hello to M1GTR from West Yorkshire in the UK. Good evening, sir. M1GTR. Thanks for joining our net. And we're here every Wednesday evening from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks for checking in with us and tuning in. All right, let's bring in Steve, VA3NFG.
Good evening, Chuck, and good evening to our fellow ham across the pond, M1GTR, VA3NFG, waving a hand back at you. Chuck, good evening, and good evening to everybody else on the net. I just got in the driveway here, sitting in my car. I was visiting Mom there at the hospital, and everything's looking good. Progress is, I like it to be a little quicker than it is, but she's showing progress, so that's the main thing. That's the most important thing. Anyway, another day off I got tomorrow, and then it's back to the grind. So it's been a sweet 12 days. I should have another 12 days. Anyway, on opportunity, it's been okay, and the timing has been good with what's going on. Anyway, that's all I got, Chuck. We'll be listening to the rest of the net, buddy. Thanks for doing it. VA3CJZ, VA3FG.
All right there, Steve. A little bit rough copy on you there tonight from your location in the driveway. That's probably the house that's blocking your signal there. But I got you at about an S2 and a lot of crackling going on. But I could make out everything you said there, Steve. And so, yeah. Well, you seem to have a fair amount of vacation days there throughout the year, so I'm sure you'll get another batch. You better save some for when the weather is nice there, Steve.
Yeah, well, as soon as May rolls around, I'll have another 248 hours to use up this year. So that's 6 weeks. So we're looking forward to using that up too. All right, thanks, Chuck. I'm out farther side of my house here. Probably got a better copy on me. Line of sight rocks.
You are 100% on that, Steve. All right, thanks for checking in, my friend. Always a pleasure. And I want to say hello to Carl once again in the UK. I wonder what the weather is that you're having there in the UK. Carl in Leeds. We are currently, it's 9:11 p.m. and it's currently -2 degrees at the airport here in Hamilton, Ontario. No real precipitation. There is some slight bit of snow that comes down here and there, but nothing too serious. Anyways, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into our net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Recheck.
And recheck, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot to mention before, Tom V3MQ has been doing some reading, and he's looking for a 1-to-1 Unan, and he wants to borrow one just to try it. He read online that it was good to cut back your noise. So anybody that has a one-to-one Unan, he just wants to borrow it just to try it and see if it works before he purchases his own. And I forgot to mention that before I was thinking about it. But anyway, he hasn't been on the air because he's getting too much noise. And so he's trying to alleviate the problem. Anyway, that's it for me, Chuck. V3 BK.
All right. Well, if anyone has one of those, step right up. I got one in the box, brand new from GPS Central. I'm not lending it out. I still have to waterproof it, and I'm going to use it in line for my RF. So good luck to Tom. That's what I have, is a one-to-one Unan or Unan. And sorry, but he can't have mine. I haven't even used it yet.
Yeah, I have one in line too, in line with the antenna. So, yeah, can't have that one either. It's in use. But, yeah, I don't have anything else. He was asking me if I had one that he could borrow. But, so anyway, I thought I'd put it out there. Maybe somebody has one sitting in their junk box, you know, they can lend them.
Yeah. Well, I had another one in line, but it is no longer waterproof or weatherproof, and so water gets in there. So I have to waterproof that old one, and I'd be willing to let someone use that. But as I said, it's it's not usable at the moment, and I don't know if I want to spray that liquid rubber in the house here on my brand new Unan. I want to do it outside when the weather is nice, because I'm not sure how much I would poison the air down here in the basement. I try to avoid chemicals in the house, right?
Oh, yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I do it outside. Well, this and he's going to put it on the inside just at the radio, so it won't be getting wet or anything like that. And I imagine he'd only need it for a day or two to figure out whether it's going to actually work or not. He's making me think that the noise I get over here, maybe I should take that Unan that I've got and out of the antenna, put that antenna out of service and try it out. You never know if it actually works, but I've never heard of this before, so it's a completely experimental thing. That's what ham radio is all about, V3 PK.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you know, I have a brand spanking new one, and I'm sorry, but I'm not lending that out. And so good luck to him for that. I know I've got some RF coming in here at the moment on HF. Of course, I don't have any on VHF, UHF, so that's good.
Yeah, well, that's what he was doing some reading on the internet. Myself, I've never heard of this, putting a balun right at your radio, but anyway, you know, maybe the one in this tuner would work, who knows. I doubt it, though. It's usually for bounce line, so can't use that one.
Comment?
Oh, we got a comment there. Go ahead. I think it's Chris.
That's Chris. I use a RF choke all the time on high HF stuff. Over.
Okay, where do you have the choke? Like any choke I've made has been like right at the beam or something like that.
Well, mine sits out just after the balun, or the Unan where the coax connects. So I kick the coax to the choke, and the choke to the balun. Over.
Creating a block to prevent the RF coming back into the shack. Yeah, you got it. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, well, this one he was reading was right at the radio. So, I don't know. I've never heard of that myself.
Well, I don't like that kind of stuff at the radio because that brings the RF right to the shack. If you're going to do it, probably stick it outside somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. He did a test. He's got two problems. One's pot lights in the house. They're causing noise. But he's also got something right outside. So there's something outside. When he disconnected the power, he turned the power off in the house and he still has the noise. So it's coming in from somewhere else outside.
Has he considered moving?
Yeah, I missed that. Say again?
It was a bad joke. Has he considered moving?
Yeah, he just moved there. That's a problem.
Uh-huh.
Okay, listen, gentlemen, we have a question here on YouTube from someone, I'm not sure if it's Don or Carl, asking about a good microphone to use with the TS 990 radio series. No suggestions on the Kenilworth radios? I know Matt has a Kenwood. I'm not sure if it's a portable or not. But we'll see what kind of responses we get there. And okay, before we carry on, any other comments, questions, or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
What type of microphone is he looking for? Is it a handheld mic or a desk mic, power mic, what?
I'm not sure. Maybe if you check out the stream there. I know Wade is responding to him. So I'm kind of doing other stuff here as well. So I'm multitasking. And if you want to check out the YouTube stream there, Rick, you can help him out there. Or, yeah.
Roger that.
Okay, if there aren't any more comments or questions or check-ins, let's go back to the trivia. All right, last question was refraction was the answer. And let's see now, next. Where is the world's most active volcano located?
I'll take a guess, Sicily.
Oh, nice try there, Cal. It's actually Hawaii. Hawaii is has the world's most active volcano. All right, I didn't know this one. What disease stems from the medieval term that means bad air? What disease stems from the medieval term that means bad air? And the answer is malaria. So, didn't know that. Remember, malaria is the answer. What part of the brain deals with hearing and language? What part of the brain deals with hearing and language? The answer is temporal lobe. The temporal lobe is the answer. Nice try, Wade. What is the largest internal organ of the human body? What's the largest internal organ of the human body?
The intestine.
Liver is the answer. All right, next. What planet in our solar system has the most gravity? What planet has the heaviest gravity? Way to go, Wade. Jupiter is the answer. Largest, has the most gravity. Boy, I know a couple people with this. What is the medical term for bad breath?
Halitosis.
Hallelujah. No, halitosis is correct. Way to go, Mac and Wade. And Matt is close with the palatosis. You guys are too funny. What's the symbol of the element silver? AG. AG is the symbol for silver. Dean got it right. Deanie 1979. Way to go. Oh, here's something I never heard. According to Apollo astronauts, the moon smells like what? Hang on a second. You can't smell on the moon. It's they're wearing suits. This is, I call bull crap on this one. I'll give you the answer. Burnt gunpowder. Yeah, how can you smell anything when you're wearing a freaking hell? Oh, maybe the air doesn't get filtrated well enough in their suits. I don't know.
Yeah, the moon is made of green cheese. It can smell like anything.
All right. Which component of an atom might you expect to be orbiting around it? What component of an atom might you expect to be orbiting around it?
Electrons, I guess.
That is correct. Cal, you got that right, and so did Wade. Very good. And now, what is the electrical charge of a neutron?
Zero.
No charge is the official correct answer, but you guys all got that right. No charge. That'll be no charge, sir. Oh, thank you. What kind of energy does an unlit match have? Well, that's a weird one. What kind of energy does an unlit match have?
I'd say maybe static.
Specifically chemical potential.
Yeah, the answer here I have is chemical energy. So, very good, Wade. All right, so who knows how to calculate density? How do you calculate density?
Ask a simple question.
The density is mass divided by volume.
for the most part, for the bakers, you stick a toothpick in it.
Why not go big and stick a fork in it? All right, so what is it called when an individual doesn't offer to help someone in an emergency if there are other people present? What is it called when an individual doesn't offer to help someone in an emergency if there are other people present? There's a name for that. And the name for that is called the bystander effect. Huh. All right. We'll do a couple more and head off to on this day. So next question is around what percentage of animal species are invertebrates? Around what percentage of animal species are invertebrates?
2%.
Invertebrates make up closer to 95% of animal species are invertebrates.
So the term associates with creatures that have or do not have spines?
Have.
There you go. Okay. The inverse of my first answer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. All right, next one. What animal is the closest living relative of a human? They've got two here.
I think we call them lids.
Close. All right, so chimps is correct. And there's another one in the ape family, and it's the bonobos. Chimps and bonobos are the closest living relative to humans. Yeah, orangutans are smart too. All right, what is the sun mostly made up of?
Hydrogen.
That is correct. What? Okay, this will be the last one. What part of the brain controls hunger?
Hypothalamus.
Now, how did you know that? That is correct. The hypothalamus is the part of the brain that controls hunger.
I'm thinking it's because mine is sometimes overstimulated.
Well, that's why you should carry a Snickers bar.
That's nothing to snicker at.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. All right, let me switch over here. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do something else here. Okay. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about the oopsie there, Mac. You know that. Just going to adjust here and make things a little bit bigger and go down here. All right, so let's bring up on this day. Where is it here? I got to click on it and bring it up. Oh, we're at on this day 263. We do birthdays, deaths, and events. So we start with birthdays as always, but before I do that, let me see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check into our net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. Oh, and thank you, Carl. That radio is the Yaesu FTX1 Optima. And it's one of the newest flagship radios from Yaesu. I love it. It's an SDR transceiver. All right, so here we go. On this day, and where'd it go? Right there. Today's famous birthdays. We start with one of the Marx brothers, born on this day, February 25th, in 1901. Zeppo Marx, actually, and his real name is Herbert Manfred Marx. Of course, he's an American comedian and actor with the Marx Brothers, born in New York City, and he died in 1979. All right. Next, we've got, born on this day, 1913, James Backus, or Jim Backus. He's an American actor, but we first knew him as Mr. Magoo. And then we got to know him again in real form, not as a cartoon, but on Gilligan's Island as Thurston Howell III. Born in 1913 in Cleveland, Ohio, and he died in 1989. All right, Carl, you're welcome. All right, next is George Harrison, born on this day in 1943. A British guitarist, singer-songwriter, and sitar player with the Beatles. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Here Comes the Sun, If Not For You, and he's also a movie producer. He produced The Life of Brian and Time Bandits. I didn't know that. Born in Liverpool, England, and he passed away in 2001. And Ric Flair turns 77 today. Woo! Born in 1949, he is an American professional wrestler from Memphis, Tennessee. He wrestled in the NWA, the WWF, the WCW, and the AWA. Very famous Hall of Famer, Ric Flair. Happy birthday. Oh, and Dean says he just lives 25 minutes away from Liverpool, the home of the Beatles. Way to go, Deanie. Next, we have Carrot Top, turning 60 years old today. He was born in 1965. Carrot Top, his real name is Scott Thompson, an American comedian, and he's known for using props during his stand-up comedy. Very famous for using props. As a matter of fact, that's what got him started. Born in 1966, Tia Leone. or Taya Leone, an American actress. You might remember her from Bad Boys with Will Smith and the other gentleman there, Taya Leone, born in New York City. Oh, don't boo me on this one, but Kash Patel has a birthday today. He turns 45, born in 1980. He's currently the director of the FBI, born in Garden City, New York. And that's it for famous birthdays. Before I move on to people passing away in history, do we have any comments, questions, or check-ins for tonight's net?
Chuck, Cal, just having to go, so good night, everybody, and thanks for doing it.
Okay, Cal, feel better, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Next, people passing away on this day. I don't have too many of them here. Let's see. We start with Bugs Moran. Died on this day in 1947. He is an American, or was an American gangster of the Prohibition era, and he dies of lung cancer in prison at the age of 65. I have no doubt Bugs Moran had some dealings with Hamilton, Ontario, as we were one of the main hubs for distributing moonshine, or bootleg booze, I should say, during Prohibition. Passing away on this day in 2006, Darren McGavin. He's an American actor that we all know from The Night Stalker. He was also in A Christmas Story and Murphy Brown. Dies of cardiovascular disease at the age of 83. And next, passing away in 2014, we have Jim Lang, an American game show host and disc jockey. He was the game show host for The Dating Game from 1965 to 1980. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 81. Who's watched The Dating Game here? I have. And finally, we have Bill Paxton, passing away in 2017. He's an American actor. You might remember him in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. They scare the heck out of this guy who pretends to be a spy. That was him. He was also in the movie Twister and other movies. Dies from surgical complications at the age of 61. Yes, Matt, that guy. All right. Before we move on to Today in History, let's check to see if we have any comments or questions or check-ins for tonight's net. Please come now. All right, moving on to Today in History. In 1836, Samuel Colt patents the first practical revolving cylinder multi-shot revolver, allowing it to fire multiple shots without reloading. All the way back in 1836. Remember that movie, The Gangs of New York? Well, that was based on a true story. And in 1855, we have the Bowery Boys gang leader, William Poole, also known as Bill the Butcher, was shot in the back by a gang of arch rival John Morrissey in New York. He actually died a little over a week and change later. He dies on March the 8th. All right, let's go to 1862 now. We have the first Legal Tender Act of 1862. It is passed by Congress in the U.S., authorizing the United States note, also known as the greenback, into circulation. It is the first flat paper money that is legal tender in America. 1862. And in 1910, the 13th Dalai Lama, I won't mention, try to say his name, the 13th Dalai Lama flees Tibet for British India to escape Chinese troops. Now, the Chinese have long said that Tibet belongs to China, but that's been highly contested for many years. Now, next we go to 1916, the middle of the First World War, and we have the Battle of Verdun. German troops conquer Fort Douaumont without firing a shot. The largest and highest fort defending the city of Verdun during World War I. Not a shot was fired. And then in 1919, Oregon becomes the first state to tax gasoline. And they charged 1 cent per gallon. And in 1933, we have the first genuine U.S. aircraft carrier named the USS Ranger. In 1941 now, the Boston Bruins set NHL record of 23-game unbeaten streak. That's 15 wins, 0 losses, and 8 ties. So technically, that equals unbeaten if it's tied. So 23-game unbeaten streak. Yeah, you know, I grew up being a Montreal Canadien fan, but Boston Bruins were right up there. They've been a very dominant hockey franchise there back in the 60s and 70s anyways. All right, in 1952, we have the 6th Winter Olympic Games closing at Oslo, Norway on this day. In 1957 now, Buddy Holly and the Crickets record their smash hit, That'll Be the Day, in Clovis, New Mexico. Chamberlain scores 67 points again. In 1962, Philadelphia center Wilt Chamberlain scores 67 points against New York Knicks at Philadelphia Civic Center for the second successive year. Hey, going back to the Beatles. In 1963, the Beatles released their first U.S. single. Anybody know the name of that one? The first U.S. single for the Beatles was Please Please Me. Next, on this day in 1969, Mariner 6 is launched for a flyby of Mars. In 1977, an oil tanker explosion west of Honolulu spills 31 million gallons of crude. Wow. Hey, Mac, remember when I said the Boston Bruins were a powerhouse team? Well, in 1981, the NHL most penalized game. On that night, it was the Boston Bruins versus the North Stars. 84 penalties for a total of 392 minutes. North Stars, geez, where did they go? Yeah, okay.
You gotta take it to them to win.
Yeah, kind of makes me think about the movie Slapshot. Okay. I know I celebrated this on this day back in 1982. I celebrated the final episode of the Lawrence Welk Show. Play that funky music, white boy. All right. Also in 1982, we have a record speed for an automobile. Snowmobile. A record speed for a snowmobile was 239 kilometers per hour. That's roughly 135 miles an hour, roughly. For a snowmobile, you don't want to fall off. Okay, Wade, thank you very much for that update on the North Stars. Moving to Dallas, and now they are the Dallas Stars. Ah, very good. Okay, let's go to 1990 now. On a BBC taped interview, American rock star Stevie Nicks breaks down, saying that she will never have children and that no man can stand her for long. Oops. That's pretty sad. All right, moving on to 1991, I guess. Yeah, 1 year later. How many people knew this? Businessman Bruce McNall, hockey legend Wayne Gretzky, and actor John Candy buy the CFL's Toronto Argonauts. How many people knew that? Raise your hand. Now let's go to 1995. Singer Frank Sinatra performs for the final time before a live audience of 1,200 select guests at the Palm Desert Marriott Ballroom in Palm Desert, California, on the closing night of his charity golf tournament. Last time for Frank Sinatra before a live audience. And in 1998, Pamela Lee, formerly Pamela Anderson, has her husband Tommy Lee arrested on battery charges.
Oh, she ran out of batteries for the device?
The device. And also in 1998, Switzerland's first legal brothel opens in Zurich. Next, in 2016, Seth Rogen and Lauren Miller are honored by Unite for Humanity for their work promoting awareness and of fundraising for Alzheimer's research. Now, way to go, Seth Rogen. He must have someone close to him that suffered Alzheimer's. And finally, a year ago tonight, in 2025, Missouri woman Lisa Janine Findley pleads guilty to a brazen scam to steal the Graceland estate from Elvis Presley's family. I had heard something about that. Well, folks, that's it for On This Day. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it and telling it back to you folks. And with that, Let's see if we have any last-minute check-ins for tonight's net. This is VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. Please come now.
Comment.
All right, we have a comment. Go ahead.
Just me, VE3 SMN, cutting out a little early. Going to say 7-3 to everyone. I won't take up too much time, but tomorrow morning's going to come out real early, real soon. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for doing it, Chuck, and we'll talk to you very soon.
All right, Matt, thanks so much for hanging in there. I do appreciate it. You have a wonderful sleep and a great day tomorrow. Thanks, Matt. Take care. All right, then. So with that, let's go to the top of the list here. Where am I? Right there. And my first check-in was Bill, VE3BNW. Bill, come on in.
Yeah, I've been sitting in here and out all night, and I'm number one tonight. And the radio's still radioing, so that's a good thing. So yeah, I'll let you get back to it. And thanks again, Chuck. VA3CJZ. VE3BNW.
All right, Bill, if you want to hear how you sound, you just go to YouTube and play it back. It's 9:53 p.m. at the moment, so that should be an hour and 53 minutes in. Or at the beginning when you first checked in. So there you go. Thanks again, Bill. Good luck with your tinkering. And I am monitoring throughout the day here on 146 430. Take care. Next is Mike in Burlington. Let's see if he's still listening. VE3 Kilo Mike, Quebec. All right. Next was Bill, but he bowed out early as well. Let's bring in Mac, VA3 IMW.
That's me. It's Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Looking forward to everybody checking in with us tomorrow night on 446.125 for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net, starting at 7 p.m. So we'll all be there with bells on. Thanks for doing this one, Chuck. Certainly appreciate it.
Okay, Mac, very good. We'll let you head off to La La Land as well. Thanks for sticking around, being part of our net as usual, Mac. I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 7 p.m. on 446-125. And Mac always streams the Lake Ontario Radio Club nets, and you can look him up. His channel is VA3IMW. All right, next is Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha. Mr. Spelling Bee.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, thanks, Chuck, again, as always, for doing it. A great way to spend a Wednesday. Two things about topics that came up over the night. One, if you are on the RAC membership list, email list, there is a note, actually, from Alan Boyd, the president there, about the impending closure of the UHF, VHF weather beacons. So they have chimed in, and they're going to describe what they're going to attempt, or their position on the loss of that great service. So it's not a surprise, but RAC would like them to continue it, it sounds like. So for those of you who are on the membership list, check your email. For the rest, it's posted to the RAC website. The other thing is it was very interesting to have all those questions about space, because just so happens that last night we had an event at MAC, and we ended that event with a planetarium show. So people may or may not know that the McMaster University has a planetarium in the basement of the Science Center, the Science Building. And they have public shows, and they're very
right next
reasonably
to the
priced.
nuclear reactor.
And if you do a Google search for McMaster University and Planetarium, you will see their schedule. So if anybody's interested in that, look them up. Anyways, that's it for me. 7-3 to you and all. Chuck, thanks for doing it. BA3NCA, back to you.
All right, Wade, great info, and I hope the planetarium is not located next to the nuclear reactor at McMaster in the basement. Just kidding. Way to go, Wade. Thanks so much for participating. I hope you had fun. It was great having you aboard. Take care, and we'll talk to you again soon. Clearing with VA3, November Charlie Alpha. Next, from YouTube, we had VA3 Mike Delta November. Thanks for checking in. I hope you enjoyed it. And then we had Debbie, Victor Alpha 3, Obey Your Leader. VA3OYL. Debbie, thank you so much for checking in. I do appreciate it. Take care, and hope to hear from you soon. Next, we've got Richard. Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt.
Well, you started me with the Richard part, but that is my given name. So 73 to everybody on frequency. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. Good job as usual. And any technical questions that somebody throws out on here, there's a good group on here that will probably know the answer. So, anyway, 73 from here. V3, Bravo, Kilowatt.
Okay, Rick, thanks a bunch for checking in, sticking around, and being part of my net. And so I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow at 3 p.m. between 3 and 4 on 7.100 on the TP net. Brought to you also by the Canadian Warplane Museum. Their call sign tomorrow will be Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Whiskey Mike. And next we've got Larry, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India.
Thanks, Chuck, for doing it tonight. Hope it didn't drive you crazy telling you to check your YouTube. But people kept flashing in there and you were carrying on, so I hope it didn't bug you too much.
No, it certainly brought a smile to my face every time there, Larry. So, yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
Need a little bell or something down there with a little string on I can pull it. Ding, ding, look at the YouTube.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But I mean, I am multitasking. I do get to the YouTube stream, just maybe not as quick as you'd like it. But definitely, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get lost in the conversation, that's all. So, anyway, thanks for doing it. Hope to hear everybody Friday night, 8 o'clock on the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew on 443.075, and it will be live streamed by Mac VA3 IMW.
All right, Larry, sounds good. And speaking of YouTube check-ins, we have Fernando from Brazil, Papa Uniform 5, Fox Delta Hotel. Thank you so much, Fernando, for checking in with us here in Hamilton, Ontario, with the AREG Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Next would be Matt, but he signed off already. Let's bring in Chris, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Kilo Zulu.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks, Chuck. Good evening to all out there. Yep, time to pack it in for the night. Putting the computer to bed, and the keys are away, and 7-3s to everybody out there. Have a great night.
All right, Chris. Let us know how the situation unfolds with those dirty little squirrels. That reminds me, I'm going to have to go and check out the wiring on some of my stuff. See what they've been up to. Thanks again, Chris. I want to say also thank you to Deanie, who checked in with us on YouTube. as well as Donald, Alpha Charlie 2, X-Ray Charlie, and also Carl from the UK in Leeds, Mike 1, Golf Tango Romeo. Thank you so much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. And Cal already bowed out and said goodnight. So let's do one last call. It is 10:02 p.m. Last call for any last-minute check-ins for tonight's AREG net. Please come now. All right, I'll have to double-check, but I think we got about 16 check-ins tonight from all over the world. So it was great having you all aboard and being with us here for the longest-running simplex net in the Hamilton-Dundas area. I look forward to doing this again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, be safe and be kind to one another. This is Chuck, VA3CJZ, saying so long for now. 7-3.
E3 DJ said just do a quick check of real car, so Chuck for that.
All right, I got you in there, Huey. VA3 DJZ, thanks.
Take care.
Yeah, listen, Huey, by the way, I meant to get a hold of you there. I'm still figuring out how to run this C4 FM, so when I'm comfortable with it there, Huey, we'll hook up, okay? I didn't forget about you.
Hey, no problem. Like you said, all you have to do is push the button, C4, and I put mine on, and we can talk.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, see the C4 button there right now? Turn it on. Just push the button. Go to C4 for a second, and I'll push it on my hand, and it'll go digital, and your call sign should pop up on my screen.
All right. Well, let me stop the stream here, and I'm going to do that first right now. And thank you all so much, folks.